Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Musashi47, and today we are going to do a review on Resident Evil 2. So go ahead and strap yourselves in, and happy Valentine's Day, and let's get started. And as always, like this video, subscribe, and go ahead and hit that notification bell. Alright, let's just get started. Let me just start off by saying this game is one of the first highly anticipated games for me. I've always wanted to play Resident Evil 2 Remake. There were talks about it back in the day when GameCube was a hit. They were doing Resident Evil 0, Resident Evil 1, and they were supposed to do Resident Evil 2. Unfortunately, I don't think the sales were doing that good, and Capcom went ahead and pulled that away, and they never made it. And unfortunately, I never got to play it until now. And let me just say that I've been putting a lot of hours into this game. I've already went ahead and completed this game. I played it 3 times, beat it 3 times. I beat Leon's first and second. I beat Claire's first, and I'm playing her second right now. So also I've went ahead and received Hunk, which is another character that you receive, the 4th survivor, and it's completely really fun to play. It was really fun on the original PlayStation, and they've went ahead and enhanced that same style, so I do really like the fact that they've added that. When Capcom finally went ahead and said that they were going to go ahead and do a remake, I was finally going, yes, all right. It's going to be a great game, and I already knew that this game was going to be a hit right from the get-go because Resident Evil 2 already set a standard back in PlayStation that it was an awesome game, and it was one of my favorite games, and I went ahead and I purchased a PlayStation just because of Resident Evil 2. That was the only reason why I bought a PlayStation 1 from the beginning. And I knew I had to have the game, so I had to have the system, so that's what made me get the system in the first place. Also, what I do like about the fact that Capcom went ahead and they just didn't remake the game, they kind of reinvented as well. I mean, they don't have the exact same puzzles as the original, and I do like that fact that they went ahead and made it a little bit better, actually a lot better. I mean, they didn't just go, okay, we're just gonna make this just exactly like the original. No, they went ahead and they went up and beyond. So I do like the fact that this game is a lot better from the original itself already. I mean, the original was really good at the time. I mean, sure, the graphics are not that great, but it was the best story, and it looked great from, you know, from that perspective on back in the days. But now it's like you got a great story, you got great graphics, you got great controls, you got great different types of modes, you also got great replay value, and also they've went ahead and added the Nemesis, which I do like a lot, on how it's a constant like scare with that guy. I mean, when he's coming at you, it's pretty scary. I do like the fact that Capcom went ahead and did the third-person view over the shoulder. They went ahead and took the concepts of Resident Evil 4, and that's one of the best views, and they went ahead and used that same concept on this particular game, and I do like the fact that they went ahead and went that route instead of just making it like the original. Resident Evil 2 is doing so good on their sales that Capcom is already looking into doing Resident Evil 3, and that's something I'm really interested in. It also still takes place on Resident Evil 2 storyline, so it's where Jill Valentine is trying to get out of Raccoon City. That's pretty much the storyboard on that, but I'm really interested in that game as well. I like the fact that they went ahead and added more depth to Sherry's story frame, so I do like the fact that you can play her a little bit longer and have a little bit more meaning to her character.
Show yourself! I know you're in here! The longer it takes me to find you, the worse it's gonna be!
This game doesn't get Game of the Year. I definitely see it getting runner-up of Game of the Year. Now, I hope it does get Game of the Year, but you know, it's still early on in the year, so it's hard to say whether or not this will get Game of the Year. Now, I've been thinking about the score for this game. Now, there's not a lot of bad things about this game at all. I try to think about the game and if this game has any type of cons, and I feel like there's no cons in this game, and I feel like it's one of the best representation of Resident Evil. The characters, everything about it, they've increased like tenfolds to this game. So that being said, I feel like this game is a perfect 10, and this is my first perfect 10 score, and that's why I think this game will definitely be runner up or even Game of the Year later in the future, and I'm really hoping that it does. And we'll just have to see whether or not if it becomes Game of the Year, because I think this game is a slam dunk. It has really good controls. It has a lot of good modes. All the characters are lovable. They went ahead and added a lot of new features to the game itself, so it doesn't really feel like it still has a freshness about this game. So I definitely highly recommend you to go ahead and purchase this game. Just buy it. Now, I am Musashi47, and I will be signing off right about now. So hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Thanks again.
This is Nighthawk. Come in, Alpha. Alpha, do you read?
Nighthawk, this is Hunk from Alpha Team.
Man, I thought you were all wiped out. I've been trying
I'm
to...
at point K-12. Need info on my extraction.
Guess there's no keeping down the Grim Reaper, huh?
My extraction point.
Relax. I'm headed toward the front gate of RPD. Pick you up there.
Got it.
A 10! A 10! A fucking 10!
Gentlemen,